All right, let's quickly talk about Bitcoin. We will potentially plan out our next trade setup, at least my next trade setup. As always, we will start from the weekly chart. We had this SFP or the fake out on the weekly chart, and let's not forget it still stands there. And we had some fake outs on the weekly before. This was also your SFP. This was your weekly SFP, and this was your weekly SFP as well. And let's not forget the last time we marked the top was also the SFP of the previous high, and this is also the weekly SFP. So that means every time we have a weekly SFP, the price had a significant move to the opposite direction, and we got that move. Anyways, this SFP still stands there as long as Bitcoin go back above this area, which is 123. As long as Bitcoin does not really close above this 123, this fake out still stands there. Okay, so let's just move all of these. Overall, if we look at the trend, Bitcoin is still bullish. Price is clearly in an uptrend, and this creating these all of these higher lows. So what can we expect next? This was your weekly SR. This was your resistance, and resistance breakout, and now and then the resistance became support. We took this trade. If most of you know, we took this trade, and we closed around 116 117 because this was our initial target. Now what can we expect next, or what how am I planning my next trade setup on Bitcoin now that we got a nice move from here to here? uh, for now I would really like to wait because this this whole area is a key zone for bears to defend, in my opinion, because this was the range. We had a range breakout, and people chased it, and we also had the breakout of this high. Bulls chased it as well. So this whole area is very important zone for the bears to defend, in my opinion. And also there is a nice supply sitting around this zone, so this is why I think this is a significant zone on Bitcoin. And also we have high, okay, and we have this low. If there is a if there is going to be any lower high, it will be from this zone, and it can potentially send it down to another low, or at least to down there to create another higher higher low. So this is why I think this is very important zone. So as long as BTC is below this, I do not really see any reason to buy BTC. Let's suppose if I get into BTC from here, and it's just above 2.5%, and then this whole area can literally reject the price from anywhere depending on how the market shows the weakness, or where the market show weakness. So this is why how am I don't really have a trade setup for BTC now. How am I planning to do it? The first scenario will be I want to see a breakout. It will be a breakout play. The longer price will hold, and likely I will ride it towards the new highs. It will be similar to this this breakout. Okay, it will be similar to this breakout. Okay, and it will be similar to this breakout play. So this is the first scenario I have on BTC, that we see a breakout. Okay, if you call it first scenario or the second scenario, because right now we have a significant zone just sitting above this price. So this could be just the second scenario, and the first scenario is we see a push into this zone followed by a rejection, and the entry will be depending on if price creates some sort of higher low here, or the end I will be looking for entry around this area. Okay, so we will see when the price will come, but this is my area of interest where I am looking for to play my next big trade on BTC, and from there we can ride it towards uh, new all-time high. Why this zone? Because it's aligning with this weekly high or low. So around 100K or maybe under will be a really good trade setup in my opinion. So this is the first scenario, and the second one will be a breakout trade. Okay, so we will see how this trade will plan out, but these are the only two scenarios I have right now for BTC. I got this move, and I'm not really interested in catching this small move. I will rather wait. Okay, let's drop it down to the 12 hour. I really like the 12-hour chart because it's always clean. So we have this high. This is Jackson Hole conference move. This pump came during that conference or event, and price took this high out. So this is technically your fake out. Can price go down from here? Yes, it can, but ideally, I really want to see one more push on BTC into this zone. I'm not going to take any long setup, but ideally I really want to see a move into this, and then some sort of rejection, and then we see some downside. Okay, uh so this this is how I am looking at BTC for now. I'm not going to take any long setup unless I see a breakout or unless I see downside. If we see, I don't think BTC is done yet. I don't think the bull market is over. But let's suppose if we get this, if we get this move to the downside, I think this will represent a really good opportunity for the Q4 or maybe Q1 or of 2026. And from there I would expect that we will see another all-time high. And during this period, I think Ethereum will outperform. I think Solana will move. I think maybe Dogecoin will move, and few other altcoins. And if this happen, I will looking to buy heavily into altcoins and maybe Bitcoin, and will trade towards the new all-time highs. So this is my swing plan for now. Not talking about lower time frames. There is always something going on the lower time frames, but this is my next swing setup. I would love to know your opinion. Let me know. Thank you for watching.